Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important election we're embarking upon now. The speaker from the John Locke Foundation has laid out for you that the future of our nation, our very society, all of the liberties that have been fought for with blood and the deaths of our treasures, it's just too much. We're about ready to lose all of that. So here's what we need to do. And besides just going to the vote, you need to know who the politicians are that are running, what they stand for. I stand for extreme conservatism. Now, that's not to be taken in as an improper approach. The word extreme can be overused, but I believe if you don't tax people, if you will get the revenue back to the sources at the local government and the state government and take it out of the hands of the Washington politicians, that's a means by which the economy will grow, we'll foster job growth, and we'll have some prosperity. We are so far in debt right now that we can't even begin to think about what is ahead of us. It's going to be a lot of pain, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of pain. I think we're all prepared to pay for that pain if we get the desired results, and going to leave a country to our children that they can survive in. Right now, we're strangling in debt. If we look at where we are now and where the next few years are going to take us, I was listening yesterday to Senator Pete Domenici, senator from New Mexico. He said that everything has to be on the table. This is a foundation-created organization that he's associated with for looking at all elements of the budget at the federal level and trying to determine what they need to cut and where they need to raise taxes. I'm telling you, if they try to raise taxes, that's going against the very foundations of the rebuilding economy. There's no way in the world that you can raise taxes and get some good from it. All you're going to do is stifle the growth you're trying to create. Art Laffer is an extremely strong conservative economist. He was with the Reagan administration. He knows that the Laffer curve will work. Everywhere that has ever been employed, it's worked. If you cut back on expenses and cut them drastically, one of our greatest presidents was Calvin Coolidge. He took over from Woodrow Wilson, and had he not died 2 years into his presidency, he would have become our greatest president, because he took the country and cut the spending drastically, like in half. And that produced the growth that allowed for jobs. That's what we need to do again. Mine is a state election. It's not a federal election. But at the same time, I don't know how you can de-link the state and federal governments when it comes to that all of our taxes go to Washington. Now then, they decide how much they're going to give us back based upon how well we perform on their rules and regs for education, transportation, and other vital issues. They tell us how that we can do our business at the state level, and then they give us back our tax money to pay for some of it, but not all of it, and unfunded mandates. That we're strangling in unfunded mandates. So, I ask you now, are we going to be able to win in November at the state and federal levels? And if you say yes, my question is then, where do we go from there? Where do we go from there? You have to elect conservatives such as myself. I used to work in the business field. I was a regional vice president of a national firm. I had to produce budgets and live with budgets in the millions of dollars. I know how to do that. I hope that I can count on your support, your vote, and thank you very much for allowing me to be here with you tonight.